Welcome back. We are going to take a look at some very cozy fall homemaking rituals that I do at our farmhouse here. And I want to get you caught up on where we're at on the porch and the different things that we've been working on this year. And then I'll finish with the antique finds that I got when I was in Virginia for the bespoke design retreat. So we took our porch off, oh gosh, was it end of April, maybe May, when we demoed our front porch, beautiful wraparound porch. And this is a 1906 farmhouse. What entailed was kind of our worst nightmare. All the things you can imagine that went wrong with, not the porch. I think the porch can be done in a couple of days. It has been foundation work. It has been drainage. It has been digging out a decent crawl space. It's been leveling things, we're insulating. It caused us to damage our original wood floors when we were fixing the foundation. So we had to replace big sections of the wood floor, and then we decided to refinish it. And it just, one thing led to another, as it does, especially with old houses. Wow, old houses, they are not for the faint of heart. You have to be tough if you're going to take one of these on. So we are still finishing up the foundation and all the things surrounding that. And then we'll continue on the porch, and I'll just keep you updated. We, at this point, can't even use the front door because there's nothing there. The dogs can't figure out. They keep asking to go out, and we can't because it just drops off here. But I have determined that I'm going to have a good attitude, even with all of the setbacks that we've had and the expenses that we weren't thinking we were going to have. I am still going to enjoy my house, and it is going to eventually get done. I'll tell you what, I feel like I have a brand new house in a lot of ways because everything feels level. The house is going to be so much warmer once we insulate the floor underneath, and it's all good. It's all good. So I am inside still cleaning up the construction dust. We got smarter as we were working on the floor in the fireside room, and we did tape things off a lot better. We put plastic on the walls, and still there's just dust everywhere, really thick dust. So it's a great opportunity to deep clean and get every square inch of the house super sparkly clean. And I am enjoying that part of it. So putting things back in the living room, we are going to make some more changes in the living room for the winter coming up. So I will, of course, share all that with you. We haven't had a fire in our wood stove. We actually heat our house with the wood stove. We have a couple of baseboard heaters and a little, like our fireplace in our room is electric, so we have a couple of tiny heat sources, but the main source is this wood stove, and it's just been sitting dormant. So we use it so much that we have to clean the chimney every year. We need to do that. That's one of our fall tasks, is to clean the chimney out. And the first time I did it, I paid $150 to have someone come do it. And then I realized that it's $125 for the chimney sweep brush. And so we bought that, and now my husband does that, and let's just pray he never falls. But it has saved us so much money to clean our chimney ourselves. It's a two-person job, so I'll have to help him with it. But I'm always excited for the first fire of the season. It's just so cozy. There's nothing like a wood burning fire. Just the sound and the smell and the ambience that you get from that crackling fire. So I've taken this opportunity to just get all the cobwebs out of the wood logs and everything. I was amazed at how dirty they get every year. Now that I'm empty nesting, it is my sole job to keep, not my sole job. It is all on me though to keep the fire going now. So I can't just check out. It has to be fueled every 4 hours. 5 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, yeah. Anyway, I have a system now, and I have to keep this fire going because it's such horrible pain to get it started again if it goes out. And then if you don't have kindling, then you have to go chop kindling. So I actually have a trick that I do. They're not cute, but they are awesome if you don't have kindling. I keep the empty toilet paper rolls and I stuff all of our dryer lint into the toilet paper roll, and that makes for a piece of fire starter that actually acts like a piece of kindling. So I use those as my backup plan because I am really bad at chopping kindling. So then I'm not doing a ton of fall decorating. I just have this cute plaid throw. This was from, I think it was from IKEA. Yes, it was from IKEA. And then in this toy box is a toy box that I got for $10 at a garage sale. This is where I keep all of our fire starter pieces that aren't wood. So all of our paper, all of those little toilet paper, dryer lint pieces that I was telling you about, all of those are stored in this box if you ever wondered what that is for. So while I'm at getting the wood stove all cleaned and ready to be a workhorse through the winter, I am going to go ahead and switch out these bookshelves and deep clean them. These blue and white transferware dishes are so sweet to me. I use them, they're always my summer dishes, and I use them on the 4th of July when we have a bunch of company. We always have the blue transferware dishes. So they were loved again this summer, and I'm just going to run them through the dishwasher to get them ready to pack away. And this is so gross, but I am showing you the construction dust. These shelves were literally wrapped in plastic. That is how dirty they got from sanding the floors down. But they're getting cleaned. I'm actually going to be painting them soon. The perfect color. We're going to redo the kitchen color, and I'll share that with you. So, okay, I am going to put the white back. I always keep my white dishes on these shelves, my serving dishes. And I just have a couple of things I'm going to add in for a fall decor that I feel like are good tips, just easy fall decor. And that is these amber bottles and black and white photos. I'm not a Halloween girl at all. I feel like that day has gotten so incredibly dark. And it used to be costumes and candy and pumpkins. And now I just feel like it's gotten incredibly dark. And so I'm not a fan, but I do love a couple touches. And what I would recommend are black and white sketches or black and white photos. I think those look sort of October-y, a little bit of Halloween-ish. And then I love amber bottles. And so just kind of keep your eyes open. Like a lot of these amber bottles were from herb tinctures that I used, and I just peeled the label off and used them for decorations. But anytime you find amber bottles, those are so good for fall decorating. I have 3 of these were given to me at Bespoke by one of my dear friends who came and gifted them to me. Then in the yard, we have a few, of course, fall things, always cleaning with each turn of the season, sweeping things down, getting all the cobwebs down, redoing the porch decorations. And my window box did really well. I was very happy with my window box. I went ahead and clipped some ivy that was growing really well, and I'm going to get it started in water and get some roots started. And then, I always like little pots of ivy. I like them for gifts. I like them for fillers. And so we're going to make some new ivy pots. Okay, I need to talk about these ferns because I'm sad about them. They were fairly expensive and they never really took off, and I did my darndest. I tried to be such a good fern mama this whole season. I think maybe they're too wet. Maybe I needed to fertilize them more. I was trying to do everything that I was told by everyone on YouTube on how to take care of ferns, but they never took off. They've been in here for 6 months and they look worse than the day I bought them. And so I'm adding in some St. John's wort because I like the berries. I feel like they're very fall looking. Who knows if they should be with ferns? I don't know. But I needed to fill these out and try to get a little bit of a fall look out here. And then I have a bunch of moss left over from Bespoke. So oh my gosh, I wanted to do moss centerpieces, like moss table runners for the big welcome reception on Monday night at the retreat. And it was so crazy windy. This stuff would have been everywhere. It would have been in our food. It was an absolute no-go. So I didn't use any of the moss that I bought, and I'm just going to use it for, well, it'll be cute for spring. And then I'm just tucking it in here to cover the dirt on all the pots on the porches. And that's a nice little tip. It looks kind of French, and as long as the puppy doesn't play in it. And then I'm going to do one more task that I like to do in the fall, and that is to clean my rugs. I hand clean them, and I don't have super expensive rugs or big rugs. I hesitate to advise you on those kind. I think you probably want to get those professionally done. But this one, I mean, it's a discontinued Target rug, and I just wash them with the hose. I used Mrs. Meyer's here, and because I was trying not to strip any of the oils or maybe stain resistant spray that they put on this rug. But in the past, I've used Dawn dish soap, and it did work well. I just think there's some controversy over using such a harsh soap because it will strip the oils down. So I'm just using Mrs. Meyer's here, but it's as simple as it seems. You get it wet, you spray it down. It does get really heavy at that point. I had to get my husband to help me flip it over so I could scrub the backside. And then you just let it air dry in the sun. So you want to do this in the last days of sunshine that you have. It's kind of therapeutic to just do such simple cleaning tasks like that. All right, I'm going to take you upstairs now, and I'm going to share with you all the packages that have arrived now from Virginia. I did a lot of antiquing at the Bespoke Design Retreat, and I brought back some things, probably too many things, but I just want to share with you what I found because I know you'll appreciate it. All right, I got this beautiful cow picture, and the price tag I thought said $13,000. And I was laughing about it and just walked right by it. And then for some reason I went back and looked again because I really love cows. I was raised on a cattle ranch, and so cows by water in particular always speak to me in art. Anyway, I went back and I took a second look, and that number was not the price. The price was $200, and then it was marked down. And that price was some code or something that they put on the price tag. So I ended up getting it. And then I found this beautiful dress for $10. This red dress it looks like silk, but it's polyester, so I loved it. Oh, I got the usual. I got some transfer wear. I found a bunch of urns that I loved. I found some artwork that was snowy. I love snowy artwork for Christmas decorating. I love crocheted tablecloths for Christmas tree skirts. I found a lot of tassels that I want to tuck in different spaces in the house, some books. Okay, here's this dress. And I am always looking for dresses that are V-neck. That's the most flattering neckline. It had this sort of weird belt on there, and I love tortoiseshell, but I don't feel like that's quite the vibe I was going for with this dress. So I'm going to take off the little clasp piece and just add snaps or even maybe a little Velcro or something, and just have this sash come around, and it fits perfectly. I'm just gonna have it end right there at the side zipper, and it's gonna be my Christmas dress. I love the sleeves. I love the little covered buttons at the elbow. It's gonna be good. And then I've been looking for a year for a good solid watering can. I love this. I think this is a 2-gallon. This watering can I was told was not an antique. Someone in the store said, no, I think that's from the gift shop at Monticello, which is Thomas Jefferson's estate and his beautiful garden. And so I guess it's from there. But I think that's really incredible too. So it's built really well. And then I had some gifts from the women who came to Bespoke, some really special artwork. I got a a book about antiques. I got a vintage paintbrush. I had one lady had Mayhurst sketched for me, which was such a wonderful gift. I love it. I'm going to put it in my living room with the pictures, with the group photos from Bespoke. This picture I just have to share with you. It is a sketch of, I think, maybe two sisters, and the one is giving a cup of water to the other, and it just spoke to me. I felt like it was so perfect for our theme. Our theme was living water at Bespoke, and so this picture will always make me think of Bespoke 2024. And a couple of other ladies gave me antique linens, which I adore. And I'm so grateful to know the women from She Holds Dearly, and just to be part of the community. I mean, I'm just going to keep saying it. I'm just so thankful. I can't believe how many wonderful souls there are out there. I found this brush it's a horse brush, and I just really liked it. I'm going to use it for brushing the dogs. This sweet little picture, I'm really into sketches and like feminine little black frames, and I thought this would look good in our room. There was this one antique booth that had a ton of tassels, and I could tell that somebody made them. I think they were trim from, I don't know, just a lot of trim, and then they cut it in sections and rolled these tassels, and there were just piles of these tassels. So I bought one, and I mean, it's large. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it, but I like it. So we'll find a good spot for it. And then I don't have any purple transferware, so I thought maybe I would start a collection. I'm trying to learn more about the history of the transferware and understand the markings on the back. And I use an app called WorthPoint that helps me teach, and of course check eBay and Etsy, helps me like understand the history. But I thought purple might be fun for Easter and when the lilacs are blooming. So I've started a collection of purple. Be really pretty with dyed eggs. But thank you for joining me on today's video and just following me along as I get back into the daily rhythms at my home and just celebrating some of the finds that I found on my Virginia trip. I hope you have a lovely week. Take care, and I will talk to you soon.